Well, let me ask you this, as far as the law school in Medina, because we coming upon the colder months, right? So we're gonna have the September here, in Mecca,
Mm-hmm.
but what the biggest issue is the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's because the bathroom is downstairs, so
Downstairs,
and
and
it's
it's deep.
accessibility,
That's one of the issues.
right?
Yeah.
Because we're talking about useful land, and I know like that's the question. Like, okay, is that not useful land?
No, no. Well, it is.
Mm.
It is. It is. I'm not. Again, see, my. Let me cut back to my favorite line is bone marrow. My my only issue with that is uh again, and I say schematics, I mean the structure.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I've come. Yes, we utilize it. Father Divine has had
Like simple
classes and
possession
stuff,
class,
and
yeah, yeah, right,
everybody
yeah,
has
yeah.
utilized. Yes, we've utilized it for the parliaments, and in fact, that was one of the go tos every second Sunday. Like each,
Right,
remember
right.
if you remember,
Right, there was another. There was
the
they had
desert
another
had
part,
theirs.
right.
Then it was Medina, and then we had the Universal, of course,
Right.
the last Sunday. You know what I mean? So we utilize it. You know what I mean? But the structural damage. Again, you got to think about the health of people. You know what I mean? Just like when we in Fort Greene Park. You know what I mean? Sometimes people, I'm not standing all the way out into the sun. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because of health issues or whatever. But
So you're saying there's structural issues that
yeah,
need to be addressed.
that
Okay.
needs to be looked at. You know what I mean?
Along with the bathroom. So
That bathroom too, yeah, because you got people with wheelchair accessible. Man, it'll take me a minute to get down there, and then there's only one bathroom.
Right,
From
right.
my understanding, well, from when I was there last time, there's some things changed. You know what I mean?
Right,
So,
right.
yes, God, we can. Yeah, it is useful land. You know what I mean? But but how useful?
Right.
Right. You know what I mean? Peace.
I'm just thinking about where we are, as a nation and what's happening, and like I said, if it's useful, can we utilize it, and make the best of it?
Yeah, and see now the operative word, thank you, is the best of that. So it's not to, and I'm just taking from your statement. So when we make the best of something, I'm not trying to take nothing from nobody, but that's my universal flag, right? First of all, Shamgar created that flag.
Right.
Our brother Akbar was and is a nation member. Always have been, always will be, right? And of course, we know that its origin was utilized for community services. Peace to that, and extended the olive branch. You know what I mean? Come on, God, we all come in there and we utilize the land. But now that if we're there, my thing is we've made connections in the past to try to expand, to develop, to help and assist, and we was met with resistance.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I said peace. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes. We keep it moving.
Right.
You know what I mean? But understand the flag and what. See, and here goes the bill, God. The bill is that, and let me ask the question. I ask this question when I talk about this flag. Is there any error in the flag?
As far as the
error, and it's just period.
No.
Right. God, good answer. That was, matter of fact, the only one. Right. There is no answer. There is no error in the flag, which means that the people who represent that flag, there should be no error in your representation. Right. Not now. The flag don't make me. We made the flag, but still, the symbol signifies that that everything you do have to be right and exact within man, woman, and child who have the knowledge of themselves, who's building and destroying the name of arm, leg, arm, head. Right. So anytime I see that flag, that's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? So boom. So like I'm in Medina, like constantly in my prior job, because I was Medina bound. right? So I'm always in Tilden and Van Dyke in that area. So I go past the school piece, I'm look at it, I mean, what? And again, I'm not. Well, yeah, I am criticizing, but criticisms are good because I'm criticizing because what can I do to help?
No, God, because I'm acknowledging your wisdom, God, and I understand the layers and currents of the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? I understand that there's many things and many, hidden ingredients and all that. As far as our universal parliament, see, if we're going into like somewhere like PS92, it's clear that they're not rocking with us.
Right.
Or they just have something that they're not really trying to allow us back into the building. And the same thing with Harriet Tubman. You know what I'm saying? So if we have these properties, yeah, there are politics or there are layers and currents of the atmosphere. However, it's still it's useful land. You said how useful? Like you said, I'm not too sure about the structural, integrity of the building. That's why you may be a better know.
No.
You are a better know than I am. So just like to be able to utilize it, because I know as I'm listening to you, Bill, I know there's other things that that we just not mentioning in the lesson.
Right. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
God. Great. Yeah. Bill. Great way you said that. But in essence, God, cut right to the chase. Yes, utilize it. Yes, utilize it. You know what I mean? And then even there, right? And then even there. In fact, I spoke twice at the Parliament, and I mentioned, wherever we go, man, the law needs to be enforced. Because again, right, like you said, right. We lost both these public schools as a result of behavior. You have the school in Medina, Akbar's. I have no issue. There's no contention, right? There's no argument here or no ill will about anything. Yeah, utilize it, but I'm looking at all the variables in that too. All right, we got to come in. Absolutely, God. Come October, if they still offering, we got the spot.
Right,
I'm not gonna sit there and argue. Oh, because no, I'm not doing that. Peace, thank you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And what can we do to assist, to ensure, or to help? With our nation members, if they are assembling there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I have no problem with that.
You must do your own research, as I did.
If Mega did this.